In today's West Ham transfer news show, we will be discussing 4 players who could potentially make a January transfer move to West Ham this month. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. Hope you're all here for the West Ham transfer news show with me, your host Jake from West Ham Unofficial. Hope you are all well. Without further ado, we're going to get onto it. Before we do, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our channel sponsors SRM, Karma and Sun by clicking the link in the description down below. We're going to start off with a player you've probably seen on the thumbnail to the right with that Chelsea shirt on. You probably haven't got a clue who he is. His name is Malang Sarr. He is 22 years old and is a Chelsea centre-back. Malang Sarr is being considered, amongst others, but is currently a backup option for a centre-back at this time for David Moyes. He has played 1 Premier League 90 minutes this season in the Premier League for Chelsea, whilst being heavily involved in the Carabao Cup run, playing 4 times. Reports suggest that Chelsea have given Sarr the green light to go out on loan in the January window, and a loan offer is what West Ham want. A French outlet have confirmed no bid for the player has been submitted by West Ham, but a credible West Ham source, we all know, ex-WHU employee, has said there is a chance we will inquire about the availability of Sarr if things don't go to plan. He didn't say that last bit, but the way people have been saying he's a backup at this time makes it, Phillips and Tarkowski, who we're going to get onto in a second, maybe Kaleta you could put in there as well, are main priority centre-backs for David Moyes. The French centre-back, who can also play left-back, he's a versatile player, which, of course, we want a left-back as well, is David Moyes going to, in the words of a phrase, hit... I forgot the phrase now. Hit 2 birds with 1 stone, something like that. I've messed that up, haven't I? But he can play left back. He did return to Chelsea in June after a loan spell in Porto. Sarr put in a good performance just a couple of nights ago in the Carabao Cup tie against Spurs. Sarr is left-sided. He's young and has pace. He ticks most of the boxes for David Moyes, in my opinion, but he obviously does lack that experience at the highest level, which could be a concern for David Moyes. Obviously, you're going to get that when you bring in a young player, but we need a player to come in and have that experience and come straight in, because we don't know the return date of Aaron Cresswell yet. So we need somebody solid, composed, who can do what David Moyes wants to do, the Aaron Cresswell role, because that's what we are missing at the moment. And let's hope if we do bring a player like a Sarr in as a centre-back / left-back backup, then that's the job they can do. So Sarr is the first player we're going to talk about. We're going to get on to 2 centre-backs now, the main 2 players that I want to talk about in this video. Phillips or Tarkowski is the first bit you saw when you clicked on this video, the title. I'm going to start off by talking about both of them. Phillips and Tarkowski seem to be the leading candidates and the most probable options for a centre-back coming to West Ham this January. Of course, Nat Phillips currently playing for Liverpool and James Tarkowski at Burnley. I would be in favour in bringing Phillips to the bowl. Tarkowski, he's making mistakes, bags of them, week in, week out for Burnley at the moment, and I don't think he's the player he was a couple of seasons ago. He's definitely dropped off. He is going to be leaving Burnley this summer. Where he goes, he might leave in January. We don't know, but I think we've got to stay well away from this geezer, in my opinion, because he's got a really bad. He's got mistakes in him, and I feel Phillips has a more all-round game as well. But Phillips is, however, currently out injured with a return date that is unknown, with a cheekbone fracture. So even if he comes in tomorrow, he won't be able to play for a little while. So maybe that's what David Moyes is steering away. That's why David Moyes could be steering away from Nat Phillips. We don't know. Tarkowski, as I said, looks like a bag of mistakes, in my opinion. Probably a player to stay away from. According to Sky Sports News, however, Liverpool have rejected a £7 million bid from an unnamed Premier League side for Nat Phillips. Don't be surprised if that was us. The rumour is Liverpool are looking for in the region of £10 to £15 million for Nat Phillips. I think £15 million is a little bit too much. If we can get him for £10, £11 million, I'd be in favour of that. I like Nat Phillips. I think he's a good player. He hasn't got the pace, but I think he showed a couple of times when he stepped in when Van Dijk and players were out injured last season and the season before. He's shown that he can do it at the highest level, in my opinion. I've liked what I've seen of him. He's like a younger and better version of Craig Dawson, in my opinion. You know, he's going to head the ball. He's going to be an old school defender, centre back. That's what David Moyes wants and needs, I think. Yeah, no nonsense defender, which could be heading to West Ham. So don't be surprised if that £7 million bid was put in from West Ham. That sounds like a very West Ham bid. They want 10 to 15, so Sullivan has just slipped £7 million in their corner cutting. That has been rejected. I don't know whether that was West Ham. That could be any of the other 19 clubs in the Premier League that put that bid in, but it might have been us. So that is the two centre backs. I'll stay away from Tarkowski. I wouldn't be against Nat Phillips for 10 or 11 million pounds, but we'll just have to wait and see, because we need a centre back. Kaleta Carr is a player that's being mentioned, but we definitely need a centre back, and we need it sooner rather than later in this January transfer window. The final player I want to discuss in this video, we're going away from defenders and we're going to a striker. Now, as you can see, you're probably intrigued. I've left this player to last. Marseille striker wanted, I've put in the title of this video. His name's Bamba Dieng. Probably never heard of Bamba Dieng, but West Ham are eyeing a deal to sign Marseille striker Bamba Dieng this January. The 21-year-old Senegalese international has recently been called up to the Senegalese squad and is currently at AFCON, which could make a deal harder to go through. And obviously, depending on how far Senegalese go through, I believe Mane plays for Senegalese. I don't know. I think I'm mispronouncing the country, but oh well. Sorry, Senegalese, but Senegal. It's not Senegalese. Senegal. Sorry, Senegal. But that will make a deal harder to get done on, and obviously, depending on how far Senegal go in the AFCON, obviously, we might not have him until the end of January. But yeah, he looks like a pretty decent player. I've looked at some stats. He's racked up 14 appearances so far in Ligue 1 for Marseille, scoring 4 goals whilst making 1 assist. He looks like a quick, pacey player. Will he fit our system? I don't know. I haven't seen, I haven't seen him playing in a game because this has only been a minor rumor from a minor source. So when this gets to a big source confirming that we're interested and we're going in for him, yes, then I'll look more in depth at this player. But I'll just report transfer news and transfer rumors, and he has cropped up, and it's another striker option to add to the big long line of them. I wouldn't expect this deal has legs. He does look like he's got plenty of potential. He's only 21 years of age, so he's got plenty of growing room. His value is unknown. It wasn't too much on transfer market. It was quite a small amount. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but this won't be like a 25-30 million pound player. Obviously, he's currently playing with Dimitri Payet at Marseille. I wonder whether Dimitri Payet will be saying anything if this link goes any further. But there we go. That is Bamba Dieng talked about. So to round off who I've talked about in this video, I've talked about Malang Sarr, a centre-back and a left-back from Chelsea, has been linked with us. The two main probable options for a centre-back, James Tarkowski and Nat Phillips, and the possibility of Marseille striker Bamba Dieng coming to West Ham. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, drop a like on it, subscribe to West Ham Official. More transfer news videos is going to be coming to your screens very, very soon, because of course there's plenty of transfer news and rumours to talk about. So I know you guys like these videos, so they're going to keep on coming. Come on, you irons, check out all the content on the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. And West Ham, get some signings.